cartoons at this hour, must we?
You kidding? It's a classic!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be looking at the best small screen continuations of beloved animated films.
So, let's get to the weaponry.
Oh, it's loaded.
Number 10, Aladdin.
Aladdin, opening trade with Kyrgyzstan is a very important assignment.
Oh, I won't let you down, Jasmine. Remember, you and I are going to be together forever.
1989 ushered in a new era for Walt Disney feature animation, eventually dubbed the Disney Renaissance. After years of misfires, Disney had finally found success once more and were dominating their field. Two of their era's princess-focused films even found new life on the small screen: The Little Mermaid, with a prequel series focusing on Ariel as a young mermaid, and Aladdin, which served as a follow-up to the direct-to-video film The Return of Jafar.
What? I'm trying to be practical! We've got a genie with phenomenal cosmic power!
Although in the original film, Aladdin tells Jasmine how he'll show her the world, Aladdin, the series, actually primarily takes place in Agrabah.
You're doing great, sweetie. You just need to work on your delivery a little bit.
Nonetheless, the Arabian Kingdom serves as the perfect backdrop for 3 seasons worth of fun adventures and interesting new characters.
I figured that my evil twin wasn't the type who would ever free a genie.
That's my Al.
Number 9, The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Christopher Robin, are you sure heroes always wear white scarves?
They do in the movies, Pooh Bear.
A.A. Milne's stories about Christopher Robin and his living plush toys have been entertaining children for generations, and in 1988 those stories were given new life in The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. The TV adaptation was the first time Disney had based a series off of one of their own films, in this case the 1977 film The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, and the animated featurettes from which it was drawn. The show was just as well received as its beloved predecessors, with many praising its compassionate characters and charming storylines.
Isn't this working out nicely?
Pooh and his pals in the 100-Acre Woods are time-honoured classics for good reason. It's hard not to love them, and this version of their story undeniably does them justice.
Could we skip dinner and have breakfast instead?
Silly old bear.
Number 8, The Lion Guard.
Back off! You back off, Kion. That's my tree. Your tree? I found it first, so step aside. No way!
Kion may not be on his way to becoming king, but he's certainly working on his roar. This series, which acts as a midquel to the direct-to-video movie The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, follows Simba's cub, Kion, who has recently learned that he is to be the head of the Lion Guard and protect the Pride Lands alongside his friends.
Okay, Lion Guard, let's move out.
Kion, wait! Can you and the guard divert the eland away from the bee's nests?
Huh? I guess we could.
Although it was initially made for a preschool audience, it has some surprisingly dark episodes, which teach kids about the circle of life.
I'm glad to have seen the roar return to the Tree of Life.
Me too.
I would have liked to see your healing completed, but at least I know you're here.
The series also added onto established Lion King lore in new and interesting ways, finally showing fans how Scar got his scar, and giving sequel characters like Kiara and Kovu more screen time.
Everyone, let's go. Till the Pride Lands end,
Lion Guard defend!
Number 7, TaleSpin.
That was quite an entrance. Little britches?
Hey, you're a pilot!
Last I checked.
Are you good?
The best, kid. Numero uno.
Nowadays, people likely don't think twice about TaleSpin, easily accepting the show as one of the many film-based series to be part of the Disney afternoon block. If you do stop to think about the show, however, you may come to realise it's one of the strangest spin-offs Disney has ever made. In it, the characters of The Jungle Book are now anthropomorphic, wearing clothes and flying planes.
We aren't gonna make it! Pull up! Pull up!
Now just hold on. Old Baloo's not out of tricks yet.
Mowgli is nowhere to be seen, and the characters make references to the Great War happening decades prior.
Why'd you let him live, boss?
Because I want them to tell Shere Khan what we took. Let him worry.
Interestingly, TaleSpin's huge departure from its source material didn't seem to hinder its popularity at all. The show easily held its own as a fun and exciting adventure series. It didn't matter where the characters were from.
Well, so much for the treasure.
Yeah, but I got us out of there alive, and that's what counts.
Number 6, The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius.
Carl, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful experiment.
If you didn't know that the Jimmy Neutron series was based on a film, or thought that the film came after the series, don't worry, you're not alone. The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, is one of the few TV spin-offs that was actually more well-known than its predecessor.
Plus, if it was a dream, could I do this?
Yeah!
It's cute. Your brain's all wet and stretchy.
That's my tongue. Look out, I'm gonna taste pie with that.
The show, which followed the adventures of boy genius Jimmy and his two friends Carl and Sheen, lasted 3 full seasons and earned 2 Kids' Choice Awards nominations for Favourite Cartoon.
We're the 3 Amigops.
The 3 Amigops?
Yeah, well, you see, I was making us name tags, and I accidentally added a P to Amigos, so...
Pardon me, but my life is ending!
Parents, kids, and critics all seem to agree. The series was clever, funny, and unique. An instant Nickelodeon classic.
The Neutrons are staying right here where we belong!
Yippee!
Number 5, Legend of the 3 Caballeros.
Wow, that tour guide was right. It is more of a rush to wait until after you land to open the parachute. Hola, amigos. Yo soy Panchito Romero Miguel Francisco Quintero González III.
Did you know that Disney made a TV series based on a 1944 propaganda film? After the 2017 reboot of DuckTales proved to be a success, the company wanted to utilize Mickey's feathered friend in a new series, and decided that the 3 Caballeros could serve as a good jumping-off point for an adventure series. And boy, were they right. Regardless of whether or not the viewers are familiar with Donald's foreign friends Jose and Panchito, they are sure to find entertainment in the trio's daring adventures.
I need a clear shot at Theldrick! Distract him!
And how exactly do you expect us to do that exactly?
The series' villain-a-week structure helped keep things interesting, with the Caballeros facing off against everything from minotaurs to the god of death, while its film-quality animation is sure to please even the most discerning adult fans.
Fighting alongside the 3 Caballeros! Oh, I'm so happy I could die! Again!
Number 4, Kung Fu Panda: Legends of Awesomeness.
The point of sneak attack training is to do the unexpected.
What?
See?
This title isn't false advertising. Kung Fu Panda: Legends of Awesomeness is indeed awesome. In the series, Dragon Warrior Pooh continues his kung fu training alongside the Furious 5, learning more about the martial art and meeting fellow masters of the craft.
You told you they'd recognize me.
Although, like in the Kung Fu Panda films, Pooh doesn't always understand his lessons immediately. He learns from his mistakes, and in doing so, teaches the series' young audience thematic lessons about life.
I thought I could handle it.
Oopsie, one of our heroes isn't sounding all that heroic.
He's no hero. He's a self-centered lout who puts his own ego ahead of those that depend on him.
Hey, that's not...
These lessons would become even more prominent in the less well-received, but still pretty awesome, Kung Fu Panda: The Paws of Destiny, in which Pooh teaches 4 young pandas how to wield their own mystical powers.
When you hit that dude like... and taking the heat for your mistake, that's legit leader skills right there.
Number 3, Lilo and Stitch, the series.
No, Stitch! You gotta learn to be more careful. You can't just break things all the time.
Ohana means family, and family means nobody gets left behind, including Stitch's 625 cousins.
Thanks, Richter. You rock.
In this spin-off of Lilo and Stitch, it's established that pods containing the rest of Jumper's experiments have been spread across Hawaii and will activate in water. The titular pair decide to scour the island for these small but powerful monsters, teaching them about Earth and convincing them to use their abilities for good.
Got you. Agataba.
What results is an incredibly fun Monster of the Week series that often ends in rehabilitation instead of violence, keeping in line with the film's kind-hearted tone.
Ah, Stitch. I'm so proud of you.
The characters even spread this love to other series, having iconic crossovers with Kim Possible, The Proud Family, American Dragon Jake Long, and even the more grounded Recess.
It's
beautiful.
And it couldn't have happened to a nastier guy than Hamsterville.
Number 2, DreamWorks Dragons.
Another win. Good job, bud.
Have you ever wondered what happened in between the first and second How to Train Your Dragon films? If so, don't worry, DreamWorks Dragons has the answer. The first DreamWorks series to partner with Cartoon Network rather than Nickelodeon, Dragons remains tonally similar to its source.
Shut up, fish legs. Big deal. So his head fell off. It's not like he's on fire or anything.
With many of the film's stars reprising their roles, the first 2 seasons of Dragons follows their young protagonist as they try to keep the peace between humans and dragons, fighting those who stand in the way of the progress.
All eyes are upon you, son. Whatever those beasts do reflects on you.
A move to Netflix in the show's 3rd season resulted in a name change to Dragons Race to the Edge, but fortunately didn't cause a dip in quality.
Okay, bud. Let's try the new move.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Monsters at Work. Tyler learns to laugh in his unconventional new position at Monsters Inc.
I can really get into this being in charge thing. Not that I'd use it for personal gain or anything. How much do you think my raise should be?
The Croods Family Tree. The Croods and Bettermans come to terms with their new living situation.
Pig Eater on the loose!
Let's grab it and stab it!
Or we can redirect that stabbing energy into something less stabby.
The Penguins of Madagascar, an award-winning spin-off about Madagascar's cute and cuddly side characters.
Concrete Jungle is an elusive mistress who may call us into action at any given moment.
Big Hero 6, the series. The majority of the 3D film's cast returns in this 2D spin-off.
So, what I'm hearing is, we're all fully committed to being a super team and we'll sign legally binding contracts to that effect.
The epic tales of Captain Underpants. 2 kids and their principal-turned-superhero save their school from eccentric evildoers.
Wedgie power! Aha!
This is a lot like the comic.
We're good that way.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure.
Eugene, hey!
Blondie, you're okay. You want to tell me what's going on here?
Rapunzel's life has finally begun. Formerly known as Tangled the series, Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure continues the story of Tangled as a musical adventure series with breathtakingly fluid animation and Broadway quality songs composed by Alan Menken. While many TV spin-offs of films opt for an exclusively episodic approach to avoid conflicts with their source material, Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure plays out like 3 new Tangled films, telling complex, overarching stories in Corona and beyond.
I mean, she's a jerk and I can't stand her, but it's just... Since when did you stop trusting my judgment?
Cass, you are the closest thing that I will ever have to a big sister.
It gives further depth to its protagonists, Rapunzel and Eugene, while also introducing a likeable new cast of characters exclusive to the series. It's hard to argue against such well-made and charming children's television, so we won't even try.
I think we'll put the walls back up.
Well, you're the boss, sunshine.
Did we miss any of your favourite cartoon spin-offs of animated movies? Let us know in the comments.
Is this life after happily ever after?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.